In this video clip, we're going to be focusing on portfolios. Portfolios are an excellent way during the interview process to showcase your skills and to add some credibility to the types of things you say about yourself. So, for example, if you say that you have experience with a certain computer program, well, if you have some documents and some printouts from that program to demonstrate your skills, it means a lot more than just saying it by itself. The first thing I wanted to do was to sort of talk about the range of types of portfolios that you might be able to bring with you. At the most basic level, you can bring a binder with you where you have copies of your resume and reference sheets. Okay, and these are just basically things where you can have pockets and have some extra copies. You should always be bringing extra copies of your resume and reference sheets with you, because then if an employer is missing them or needs to ask you for reference sheets, you look very prepared and organized. Something like this, you can also usually put a tablet in. So if you wanted to take any notes during the interview process, if you had a question that popped up that you wanted to ask later during the interview, this would be just fine for that. This is sort of the most basic form. If you're going to do something like this, I would recommend leather bound. The second option for a portfolio would be to go with something that's a little bit more like a portfolio presentation booklet that typically is plastic, and then it usually has page protectors inside where you can put in different documents. Usually these come in 24 or 12 page inserts, and you'll be able to stick in documents and then demonstrate exactly what you have. I've seen job seekers who actually do this and then have different categories based on the types of inserts that they have, the type of papers and documents they have in there. Certainly at the top end, you can go with a portfolio that's a little more organized, maybe like the 3-ring binder type of portfolio. This is a nice plastic. It enabled me to put a cover page in the front of it, and then if you go through it, you can have all your different documents. You have pages for your extra resumes. You can have a section that sort of begins with maybe like something like your professional portfolio, and then you have different sections set throughout. You can make this as detailed and as organized as you want it to be. But remember that whatever you do, presentation is the key. It's not enough to just have a portfolio and have it be sort of sloppy, because that represents work that you've done. You want it to be top-notch, you want it to look professional, and you want it to be as organized as you can possibly make it. If there's something on a particular page that you want to point out, you can consider highlighting it. You can also even have like little notes here if you want to draw attention, maybe put it on a different color note or a note card. And you can draw attention to things you want to point out. Typically what I've done in an interview process to be able to utilize the portfolio is that you can pass it around and you can make reference to it while the interview process is going on. So, for example, if they ask you a question about a certain experience with a type of computer program, maybe you reference something in your portfolio. While you're looking at my portfolio, and if you look partway through about the middle, you're going to find some information about my use of Peachtree, and then you can talk about that, and now you have directed them. Likewise, if you're just simply holding your portfolio during the interview process and you find an opportunity to share something within it, that's a good way to sort of segue. Well, here in my portfolio, I have an example of exactly what we're talking about. If you'd like to look at it, I can share it with you. Now you've set yourself up to sell yourself and to bring the portfolio into play. The thing you don't want to do is bring a really nice portfolio with you and then not use it, because what value has it added to you? So the portfolio can be an excellent resource for you. It's something that I think can really be a difference maker, because very few job seekers utilize a portfolio. But it's an excellent resource that you should definitely look into.